Barry mentioned Bill Bixby. You really did, Brandon, have a relationship. I mean, that exists to this day.
Yeah, I just spoke to Bill the other day, and I guess he just recently had that Elvis special on. I thought that seemed like a show you would have been hosting.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Get the hook. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, but I see Bill probably every couple of months.
Elvis is still dead, Brandon. He's still dead.
Bill's trying to tell me he's alive. I don't know what to believe. But I see Bill every couple of months.
You must have gone to that Burger King in Kokomo or Kalamazoo or whatever.
Yeah, Bill and I are still very close. In fact, almost everyone from the show, everyone's still alive, but only Miyoshi Umeki has kind of dropped out of the limelight. I approached her one time and she ran. I don't know
maybe it was that skinhead hairdo.
This? It's for a new movie I'm doing. This movie. Actually, I play a skinhead antagonist.
You do? Well, we deal with skinheads around here.
Yeah. I know this chair's a little heavier. I'd pick it up.
No. I promised my producers to be peaceful this season. So. But where did you go for a while? I mean, you seemed to disappear to Oxnard, that community north of Malibu, where, sort of a blue-collar beach rather than the snobby beach a little further south. You were a surfer, but you weren't doing too much in... Am I right? In terms of show
exactly.
business?
I always lived in Oxnard and Ventura County while I was doing the show. It was an hour commute each way. So I was pulling in 14-hour days, and at that time, my family didn't know what Hollywood was all about. And so going down there and driving back and forth just seemed normal to us. We didn't want to live in L.A. We chose Ventura for a reason, or Oxnard, because we liked it up there. And I had a really normal childhood. All my family, my friends really kept me down to earth. So when I disappeared, I didn't disappear to my friends or my family, which when I would act, I felt that was disappearing from them.
All right, let's disappear right now for a minute or so. Let's go back to the courtship of Eddie's father, featuring Brandon Cruz.
Answer, lady. If Dusty Snyder calls, tell him that if he doesn't put back the air in my bicycle tires, I'm going to slug him in the nose. And if Zella Mae Daughter calls, tell her I'm out of town.
How long do you plan to be out of town?
Forever.
What's the matter? Don't you like girls?
Well, I like them like you.
Like me?
Yeah. Far away and inside a telephone. Goodbye.
And Mira, Jerry Stiller's lovely and talented wife. But I understand that you were teaching the whole time. You've been teaching acting to youngsters in Oxnard.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids that have some talent, or the parents just want to see if they do have some talent. A lot of them use it as a self-esteem builder. So I have weekly classes, and I just get a handful of kids, maybe no more than 6 or 8. And for a couple hours, we're in front of the video camera. I use all my old Eddie's Father scripts, or scripts from Bad News Bears, and the little girls read the Jodie Foster lines, and I read the Eddie lines, or the Tom lines.
Jodie Foster played on your program. Didn't she play on some of the others?
My Three Sons.
My Three Sons.
In the last couple of years of My Three Sons.
She played the girl who would beat me up all the time. I always had a black eye, but I teach these kids the way Bill taught me, which is not to act, just be normal and not get weird about it.
Well, I want to talk about whether normalcy is really possible, but I just read, it couldn't have been more than a couple of months ago, a People magazine article about you saying that you just weren't going to do it anymore, and now I see you're in a movie again playing a skinhead. What changed your mind in the interim?
Well, I never said it out loud, but I always thought that when I got back into the industry, it would be because of something that wasn't Eddie. I would love to do an Eddie's reunion, but Bill's really busy, and I don't know if the rest of the cast could be assembled. But this guy said you would be the perfect skinhead, and I went, if that isn't unlike Eddie, I don't know what is. And so
that is unlike Eddie, yeah. Definitely.
And I figured I got to go for it. It's something I've always wanted to do, but the part was never there, even at the time of the People interview just a couple months ago. And so now I have the chance, and I'm going to go back with it. I wish other casting directors had that foresight, like in Ron's case, saying, we know what he does, we don't want to see him. That is rude. I mean, those casting directors are supposed to have an imagination. I mean, he is more than just Horshack. I am more than Eddie.
Get out of here, imagination.
Well, you know, it's nice. I got to tell you something. I bitch about the 1980s, and I suffered a lot, but suffering, it's rotten for the ego, but it's really good for the art. I mean, I'm a much better actor.
Because of the pain inside, you can act?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. The TV kids we grew up with. From the trials, the tribulations, the ups and downs of their lives these days. That's the focus of this issue, Geraldo.